medyo you're cool sa inyo pong mga loob ng inyong mga tahanan dahil napakainit po ngayon. We have some tips for you how to stay cool. We have some slides that we prepared. Just a reminder, no, sometimes, you know, living in Southern California, the sun can get too much. And so we need to remember to put on sunblock, carry an umbrella, wear light, loose fitting clothing, drink water often, kailangan po yan, avoid unnecessary exertion. And if you experience dizziness, fatigue, faintness, headaches, muscle cramps, and increased thirst, you need to relax in a cooler, shaded place and drink water or a sports drink. Para po dun sa mga may mga pets at may mga kasamang mga seniors, never leave a senior, child, or pet in any vehicle since temperatures can quickly rise to threatening levels. Meron daw pong heat wave ngayon dito sa Southern California, and we have to be prepared. We have to be informed. So just reminders for you from us today here on Kababayan LA. Meanwhile, as I promised earlier, makikilala po natin ngayon isang extraordinary Kababayan performer because he's not actually a performer. He's actually a nurse by profession. But he sings to his patients. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA, Rod Salaysay.
Hi, Janelle. It's been a pleasure to be here in the Kababayan LA show.
Si Rod po ay taga San Diego actually. And Rod, you know, first, tell us your story. You've woken people up from deep sleep, yung mga trauma patients, nagigising sila through your music. How did this come about?
Well, actually, you know, it's like most Filipinos, we love music, you know, and I always played guitar all my life. And one time I was taking care of a patient, and I started scribbling on a piece of paper, which I thought was a poem. But when I got home that night, I reached for my guitar, and it was a song. And I was amazed because I've never written any songs before. And this is the very first one that actually came to me.
How long ago was this?
This is 3 years ago.
Just 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 years
Ngayon,
ago.
Rod, okay, so kinantahan mo yung pasyente mo, and then?
Well, actually, I recorded it in my home recording studio. I gave it to his mom the next day. And this patient has been lying in bed, comatose. And
For how long?
for about 3 weeks.
3 weeks now,
Yeah,
okay,
3
and
weeks.
then?
And then I gave her a copy of the CD that I wrote for him. And the mother brought in a CD player and a big headphone. And every day she put that headphone into this patient's ears, and by the first week he started waking up.
Wow.
And he was discharged about 2 months later. I never get to hear him talk because he had a tracheostomy. But when I saw him 2 years ago, he is walking, talking, gave me a big hug and said,
Don't
"Rod."
tell me now he's singing your song.
Well, he is.
He is?
Yeah. Well, actually, he said, "Rod, I don't remember I don't remember anything much about the hospital experience, but I remember your music."
Wow.
And so he gave me a big hug. It almost broke my ribs. But anyway, that was really cool.
And that's not the only patient. We actually have other patients that are in the photos with you. Rod, can you tell us a little bit of story about these patients that we have for you? We're waiting for them to put up the photos. Okay, this one.
Well, this is what I do when you go home after a hard day's work, you know. You reach for your guitar, that's where you unload, and that's where you try to just settle down a little bit because it's high pressure, very emotionally charged.
Especially in the hospital, no, people die all the time.
Especially in the ICU setting. That's why I've been a nurse for 25 years now, because this is my outlet. I play guitar at my little studio.
Okay, what's the story of this picture?
Mr. Harry actually is a patient that, you know, is not sure about how he's going to recover. And after I played a few songs for him, and he got directions to where he needs to go, and he had a very clear idea that, hey, it's not the end of the world. If you get sick, there's always room for improvement, and there's always tomorrow to look forward to.
And the good thing about you, or I guess the unique thing about you, if this isn't unique enough, you know, you write a song specifically to a particular patient.
Particular patient, yeah. Because you know what? The patients in the trauma unit, they stay for a long time.
Okay.
And the family goes there every day, and that's their second home. So you get to know them, you know what they're like, you know what the history behind them before they get into the hospital, and that touches me.
Why do you think this is happening to you? Does it not freak you? Kasi parang may part magic na nangyayari dito,
Well,
part
actually,
miracle.
It's a gift. Because sometimes when I go home, driving home from work, I got a 30-minute drive. All the events that happen during the day, I kind of recall everything, and then from out of nowhere, a particular lyric would come to me. I will grab a piece of paper, write it down while I'm driving.
That's dangerous, by the way.
I know. I just have a voice to call it.
Where do you plan to take this? Are you coming up with an album?
Well, actually, after I've written about 30 songs, I told the Lord, oh, now, please, let me know how I could improve myself, what's the plan about all these songs that came to me. And I had no answer.
Right.
Until one time a patient's wife said, Rod, check your email. And I checked my email, and she gave me a website. I said, oh, wow, rodsalasay.com.
So rodsalasay.com, it has all the information about Rod. If we can put it up later, we'll try to do that for you very quickly because we're really running out of time. What do the doctors say to you now? Because you're making yung mga doctors, sinasabi nila, wala nang pag-asa yung mga pasyente, but you're able to wake them up.
Well, actually, the doctors are recognizing the fact and the importance of music in part of the whole treatment plan, treatment regimen.
If you're not feeling well, this just might work for you. If you're not feeling well, meron kayong kakilala may sakit, when we return, Rod is going to be singing for us, and keep them close to the TV. Baka mamaya, magmilagro din, diba?
Yeah.
We're going to be back with Rod's song for you. Don't go away.
McDonald's at ng bagong McCafe Espresso Drinks. McDonald's na ba ang inyong bagong